US just made a stunning announcement on dairy production in Nigeria and what they plan to do in Nigeria and how this will affect the overall turnout of production going forward. Largely some parts of the country, it's this product that comes from cassava, and this is why they say Fulani herdsmen must take their cows away from people's farmland because you have to grow this product, yes, to be able to make it into this and that. But what's happening currently now is that the US is making announcements with regards to the production of this very essential commodity, saying that we're going to be having production in Nigeria. We're going to be relating with some farmers. We're going to be, supporting their business here and there and doing this and that. But let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. US makes new announcement on Gary production. See what they plan to do in the country. The United States of America has expressed its willingness to invest in food production here in Nigeria, West Africa in general. According to the recent tweet by the United States Mission in Nigeria, the U.S. government will be funding a research program on dairy production. The American Soya Beans Association will be partnering with the U.S. Department of Agriculture to help countries in West Africa to commercialize the production of dairy using soy flour processes. The United States is funding breakthrough research on dairy production to support nutrition involvement in West Africa. The U.S. Department for Agriculture and the American Soya Bean Association are supporting West Africa researchers in the commercialization using soya flour. The United States is funding the breakthrough research on dairy production and to ensure that they become partners and do much more for both Nigeria and the US. The US Department of Agriculture is also working together with the American Soya Bean Association in supporting West African research using soya flour processing dairy, undoubtedly Nigerian most popular stamped food. This innovation research is largely to scientific breakthrough with huge potential to reduce iron deficiency, um, anemia, and protein energy malnutrition. The aim of this program and collaboration between the US government and the West African countries is to reduce the iron deficiency and the protein energy manufacturing. This development will benefit farmers greatly and those who are fully into cassava production in the country, as they will be able to export and be part of this program that will greatly benefit them and do well for their businesses. So, why the US is planning great and wonderful program for Nigeria and Nigerians as a whole? What is the Nigerian government planning for her people? Because we must actually look at it very critically. It's not enough for outsiders to come and begin to make your house beautiful. You that is living in the house, what are you doing to ensure that your house is well, is fine, and is doing well? What are you doing? What are you doing to ensure that everything in your house is the way it should be? Because, you cannot have visitors come and now put things in order. Nigerian government, what are they planning for the people? What are they putting in place to ensure that the people of Nigeria, are doing well? What are they planning? What are they doing in agriculture rather than stealing money? What else apart from stealing money? What are the things that are being put on ground to ensure that these people, the farmers, have all that they need? The farmers are adequately supplied and the people are happy. Don't you know that when we will begin to export, instead of always importing, our GDPR will increase. We'll be able to balance, you'll be able to balance, this thing very well. But guess what? When we are always importing and we don't export, that's what's happening to the naira. The money will go down, and our money will have no value. But if we, continue to look at it and, put things in place that will better us, then we can have a mouth to speak. Not when we are always depending for everything we have, we depend on it. Every single thing we have, we depend on it. Everything we have, we depend on, even as far to toothpick. Do you know that it is being imported? In case you're not aware, toothpick is being imported into this country. Toothpick. They import toothpick. Toothpick is being imported. You don't know. Name it. What exactly is not being imported into this country? It ought not to be so. When we have forest reserve, that can start as a company that will employ a lot of youth, a lot of persons, and they can go ahead, package it very nicely, beautifully, and it will be beautiful. However, it's not there. These things are not there. Nobody cares. Everybody does as they please, as they chooses. Just go about, behave as if. I mean, there are things, there are industries we can start. You don't have to start from the oil producing. I mean, it doesn't have to be the oil company. As little as our forest, instead of just deforesting our listing with nothing to show for it, what are we really doing to put in place to ensure that we put these things and it's bettering the people? As we cut a tree, we plant 5 more, 10 more. As we cut a tree systematically, so that in a couple of years, there is always, these things are, replicating themselves, is being regenerated, and things are doing well. What are we putting in place? This thing is planning. We have enough tree to last us for years, years and years. But how are we starting it to ensure that, okay, if we start a company today, there'll be production managers, there'll be those who work in the factory, all sorts of persons and people. That alone is job creation. That alone will go a long way to solve all the, oh, there's no job, or graduates are finished school, there is no job. Do you know how many people that will go up? Do you know how many people that will take? Do you know how many people alone will have job from that very, just that, say you are opening a toothpick company? Then we focus on marketing, getting affiliation with other nations of the world. We begin to supply them. Do you know the potential that will be then generated from there, and how wonderful things will be if that takes only 15 graduates out of unemployment? Is it not something? And definitely it's not just 15. You can imagine the number, because it's going to be a big industry. There's going to be drivers, cleaners, accountants, you name it. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.